Okay, my good people, welcome back to the channel. Today, shift a bit. Today I've got something we haven't done for a while. Sort of regular pickups video with some, well, not many steelbooks. A couple I've already unboxed actually, but some of you might have missed them. We've got a few games, lots of comics, and bit of Destiny stuff, not much, but yeah, so let's kick it off. Right, I'll start off as customary with the Steelbooks. Now this is the latest Titans of Cult, the thing, sold out on pre-order, so unfortunately you'll have to pay scalpers prices if you want one of these. Yeah, quite not a bad steelbook, boring back as usual, but yeah, inside you just got the regular deal. So you can see a little bit of artwork there. Yeah, Blu-ray at the back and 4K in the front. And of course, also with these, you get a little bonus, which in this case was a pin at the top there, and a patch, as you can see. So yeah, that was the latest. I'll just show you. I'll reach it. Show the box that it came in. Usual acetate jobby with the information on the back. So we'll move that out of the way. Make a bit of space. Now the other steelbook, which I showed you recently, but I'm going to show you again just for the benefit of those who might have missed it. It's the Ex Machina limited special edition, as you can see there. I don't know how limited, but there you go. And inside there we have, let's move those out the way. Inside there we have the steelbook. That is how she becomes. I don't know whether she's an android or a robot or what. But yeah, as I say, she goes from that to that. Quite a nice steelbook actually. And inside, I say the usual setup with a nice bit of artwork there. And worth noting that also with this one you got a nice hardback production notes with some lots of colour plates from the movie. Trying to find a more interesting one. Yeah, obviously that's and I suppose if you like the film, well worth reading. Also, you got some art cards in there, but I'm not going to go through the rigmarole of digging them all out because they're an absolute pain in the backside to take out and get back in. But anyway, you get the idea. I just wanted to show you. The steelbook mainly. So that with that. Right, now, far as Destiny's concerned, few and far between. Actually, I've got a lot of Destiny stuff, so a lot of it that comes up online I've already got. But prices are getting stupid now, quite frankly. I don't know if there's more people getting into it or whether people are just going mad with the prices in general, but yeah, so what I did was I got this T-shirt. It's one of the rewards range of stuff you can send away for. Just just quickly show you here because it's quite a nice design. Forget what I did in the game to enable me to buy that, but it took about 6 months to get there, I know that. So yeah, that was that, which I will park. And the only other thing I managed to pick up was one of these little guns from the loot crates that they do. It's a subscription. The loot crates are a subscription thing where you pay monthly and you get a load of tat. But these are particularly nice. I've got two of them already, which I already showed you. And basically they're guns from the game, and that is the Lawrence driver. So you can see it okay there. I'm not going to take it all out. Actually, it's the best of the three I've got in terms of quality. But yeah, I mean, I pick up this loot crate stuff wherever I can, because to have these things sent over from the States costs you an absolute fortune, as far as I know. And I don't know if there's any way to get them without going to the States. So yeah. Anyway, that was that. Right, we'll have a quick looky at some. Oh, we'll have a look at this first. That's Sir Carolyn Graf spider. I think I did about 8 of these. I've got 2 of them, and I bought this one to add to my collection. You'll have seen the others in that recent video I did about the pulp heroes in paperback, because the spider was one that I covered. And as I say, that's number 6, and I think I've got 2 and 7. So this one was fairly cheap, so I'll be looking out for more of those. Right, games. Just get hold of them here. Right, these are all from the Evercade console system, which I showed you a while back. If any of you are unfamiliar, excuse me, basically it's a retro arcade machine, cartridge based, which is nice, and you can buy cartridges which, you know, I've got multi games on them from various publishing houses, Codemasters and Commodore, and this one in particular is the Jellicoe collection. Now, Jellicoe made a lot of arcade machines, but some of these games are not. So as I say, you get a very nice cartridge which fits flush into the machine and looks rather nice. And then you get a booklet with details of all the games that are in there. You can't see very well. I'll just show you. That's the games that are in this one, if you can. It's not too blurred. So that was the Jellicoe one, number 15. I think I'm only missing 2 out of the first 20 now. And that was the Atari Lynx collection. I don't have a Lynx, so I was interested in this one. And you get quite a lot of games with that one. A couple of shooters in there, which I was interested in. And then they do this little range of, I mean, a lot of those games are from consoles going back to the Atari, the old Atari 7800. But these ones are actually arcade games. They're arcade ports. I've got 3 out the first 4. That's number 4. Atari Arcade. As I say, these are in purple purple boxes rather than red. And these are all arcade conversions. Rather nice, which I like. That's number 2. I'm missing number 3 for now. It's a Data East one, or Data East, whichever you prefer. those few games on. This is Technos, not so well known arcade publisher, and that has those particular games on. So yeah, that was those. Let's get rid of those, make a bit of room. Okay, as far as the Switch is concerned, I only collect basically shooters, shmups for the Switch, and I picked the cotton one I didn't have up, Saturn Tribute one. That's got Cotton 2 and Guardian Force on it, so you get 3 games in one. Wasn't all that expensive, I forget what it was. But it was quite reasonable. And then there's a must-have if you're into shooters, Death Smiles 1 and 2 for the Switch. I think you get, you get some nice little art cards in this one, which I can't show you because they're all loose characters from the game. I think that's all you get, just the... I bet you only get 3, so I've shown you one of them twice. Yeah, so that's a nice little bonus, and also you get a little instruction manual, as you can see there. Some nice artwork. And that was only about 30 quid, so nothing to complain about there. As soon as you get 2 games, and you get other versions of the games as well, different versions. And then this one I picked up, it's a Japanese, wasn't too expensive as Japanese games go, Cyvaria Delta. I think it's just, oh yeah, you get some DLC with this one, but of course you can't redeem it because it's only on the Japanese site. So that was that, and then couple of nice pickups here if I can just reach them. These are both oh no, sorry, it's just the one. Actually, this other one I've got here I've already shown you. Yeah, Caladrius Blaze. This is, I think this is I don't know, it looks like well, it's got Japanese writing there on it, I'm not sure. Might be a Korean version or something, but yeah, it was about 40 quid. Because PS4 shooters are not particularly expensive. And I'm sure I've shown you this one, but while I've got it here, Ghostblade, which is seems to be a Japanese version. Yeah, Asia. You see PLAS, that's Asia. This other Caladrius should have that as well if it's, yeah, that's Asian as well. So they're either Japanese or Korean, whatever. But they're imports anyway. Okay, now we were looking at the film Steelbooks a while back there. I'll just show you a couple that I picked up in a sale at HMV. These are the premium collection. One of my old favourites, one for us old timers. This was actually made in the 30s and the colour is wonderful. So I was interested to see it on Blu-ray. I don't buy many Blu-rays these days, but I made an exception for that. I think these were 2 for 15 quid. So I'll be interested to see that. And then another film I've only got on DVD, 1984. That's the recent version with John Hurt. Again, it's black and white, but oh no, it's not black and white, it's colour. I'm getting mixed up with the other version. So I'll be interested to see that in good old Blu-ray quality. Okay, that just leaves me with, oh, this is not a comic book as such. I picked this up on eBay. It's quite scarce now at a decent price. I mean, you know, Americans are charging a lot for it, but basically it's the story of the last Dangerous Visions. I mean, Harlan Ellison edited the Dangerous Visions anthology, which was a major success, and again Dangerous Visions, which followed it, another runaway success, and there was due to be a last Dangerous Visions, and Harlan Ellison bought all the stories for it, but it never came out. And this is a sort of a very sort of fair look by the science fiction author Christopher Priest at the circumstances of what happened with the book and why the book didn't come out. Basically, it's a very balanced. I mean, I love Harlan Ellison. I used to be a disciple. He is my favourite author, but this one's maybe a little look at the darker side of him, which you sometimes get with writers. But yeah, it wasn't cheap, that one. I forget exactly how much it was. It was over 20 quid, but as I say, some American dealers are charging 50 quid and upwards for it. So obviously it didn't have a large print run. Okay, so that brings us to the rest of the comic books. Now, because I'm a Miracle Man fan, a major Miracle Man fan, it's my favourite storybook series, arc, especially the Alan Moore stuff. Miracle Man, as some of you might know, is coming back into the Marvel Universe, and to celebrate that, they've done a lot of, well, I say a lot, they've had a Miracle Man variant of, or they're going to and have had a Miracle variant of every comic in the Marvel Universe. Now, I've decided to pick these up. I'm such a big fan, and it's A, it's costly, and B, it gives me a chance to have a look at some of the stuff that Marvel are putting out these days. And there are a couple of Miracle Man's own books, so at the minute I've got quite a lot of them. I've got this week's to pick up, so I'll have a few more by the end of the week. And anyway, let's run through them. That's a Miracle Man Naught variant edition. That's Scotty Young, is it? He always does these weird covers. I think there's some new stuff in there. That's the regular edition of Miracle Man Naught. And so I think this is reprint stuff with a bit of new stuff thrown in, and that's the other variant edition. But these are only the regular variant editions. I'm not going so far as trying to get the deal ones, because some of them can be expensive. Maybe later on. But yeah, that was Miracle Man Naught, the 3 editions of that. And now we come to the different issues that have a Miracle Man cover. So that was Shang-Chi, the 10 Rings cover. I'll just whip through these very quickly. That's one of the X-Men titles. Well, it must be X-Men. So they change the numbering so often. Yeah, that's the Miracle Man variant of X-Men. And we have the Miles Morales Spider-Man. So they've all got this little logo on, so, well, they've got Miracle Man on as well, so it's not hard to miss. So that was the Miles Morales one. This was one of the very early ones that Forbidden Planet managed to get for me, because I'd missed them. Moon Knight. These were the first 3 that came out. Moon Knight and Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. I'm not saying I'm going to read all these, but I can have a look at the artwork, see what sort of stuff they're putting out. And that is the Symbol of Truth, Captain America. As I say, I'd missed those 3, but my good friend at Forbidden Planet managed to get them for me. Right, this was the Hulk. That's the new Hulk Planet storyline. That is actually the regular edition, which I got as well, because I collect all the Donny Cates stuff there. So that was the first part of the Hulk Planet. I remember back in the day they did a Planet of the Hulk series, which was very good. I'm not keen on the character, never have been, but Planet of the Hulk I did enjoy, so I don't know whether that's some sort of follow-up. Back to the Miracle Man variants, X-Force. Quite no, that's cover art is called Peaches Momoko. She does quite a lot of work for various comic companies. Then we have the Amazing Spider-Man himself. And of course, because Miracle Man was upside down, I've got it upside down myself. That's the Wolverine one. Quite nice. And that be, what's this one? Oh, the Immortal X-Men. There's so many X-Men titles I get confused. I mean, there's millions of these, there's a load coming out as well. Daredevil. I used to like Daredevil, but I've not read a Daredevil comic for a while, so I'll have a look, see what that one's all about. Black Panther. Not a big fan, I have to say, of Black Panther. And then we have the good old Fantastic Four. That's, I believe that's the last issue. I think it's going to a number one with a different, I don't know if it's line-up or different story arc or what, but that's definitely the last of the current Fantastic Fours anyway. I understand. And then we have Captain Marvel, another character I'm not keen on. Didn't like the film either. So that'd be Captain Marvel. This is Janice Vell, Captain Marvel. Miracle Man looks a lot younger on that one. I don't know if there's anything going on there, but as I say, these are only covers. As far as I know, Miracle Man doesn't appear in any of those comics with the variants. And there is a blast from the past, foil cover. This is the Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, number one. The trouble with these foil covers is they tend to get a bit, they start to peel away, not peel away, but go upwards, if you know what I mean. Come away from the comic. Hard to see actually because of the light shining, but yeah, that's the back of it, which hard to show you really with the light coming in. Maybe that's better. That's the back, and that's the front. Nice. I love, always love foil covers. So that was that. Right, now this is the new Death Dealer title from, well, Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer from Opus Comics. Not familiar. That is actually the only Frazetta cover I don't have. That's Simone Bianchi on number one. I like him, so that's why I went for that particular cover. And then we come to the Frazetta's number two. Nice. And number three, even nicer, I find. And number four. And number five. I think there's more than five in this set, but that's a Frazetta issue. I'll just open this because The actual joy of this one is not on the front cover, it's on the back. Quite nice. Why they did it that way, I don't know, but they could have just stuck that on the front cover, I'm guessing, but chose to do it that way, and that's number 5. I assume this is a mini-series, but I don't know at what point it ceases. That was those. Then we just got a few more. That's the Banner of War Hulk v Thor series, 6 of these. That was the Alpha. They never did an Omega, actually, funny enough. They normally do an Alpha at the start and end it with an Omega, but they didn't here, so there were 6 issues. Thor 25. Hulk number 7. Thor 26. And Hulk number 8. And the final part was in. I'm not sure about this, if I picked up the wrong one. Doesn't look like the finale to it, but I've got it somewhere. Thor 27. It's the only other one I've got, so I'm guessing that's it. Now the only one left to show you is a very nice comic book indeed by my favourite artist, J. Lee. 7 Sons, and as you can imagine with a title like that, there's 7 issues. That is all with nice J. Lee artwork and covers. That was number 1. Piling in here, so I'll put that way. That is number 2. He has this weird thing with the eyes. J. Lee, something a bit different. Then we have number 3. I'm going to wait till I get all 7 before I read that, because I prefer to read them once I've got them all. Otherwise you forget what's happened month to month. That's part 4. And finally the last one I have, which I recently picked up, is number 5. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the large size. Make sure I've got these the right way round. Yeah, the One Dark Night by Jock. I've actually read these, quite good. That was the first. And that was issue number 2. And this one reminds me of Frank Miller for some reason. That old Batman he did. It was called The Dark Knight, I believe, so this might be a homage to him. But yeah, that was a 3-issue oversized series. And that's all I have to show you this time, folks. I will be back very, very shortly with another science fiction paperback pickups, possibly tomorrow. And then back end of the week I'll be doing another segment of my Hugo winners project I'm doing, where I'm reading all the Hugo winners and coming back to report. So that's what's coming up. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Keep subscribing, keep sharing is the main thing. And I will see you very soon. Bye-bye now.